You're listening to the smartest guys in marketing, the best show on the planet for client businesses to learn about traffic, funnels, sales, conversions, and marketing coolness. Chris and Taylor are the founders of Traffic and Funnels, a digital marketing consultancy helping you get paid clients from cold traffic daily. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Taylor.
Up next is Pat.
Hi, how are you doing?
How's it going?
It's going well, Taylor.
What you got?
Well, you kind of got into a little bit of it with Ahmad earlier on the call. I've actually had like a pretty good couple of I've probably had my best weeks of the entire business last couple of weeks. So that's
great
with sales. But the one thing that I found that I was struggling with is if a guy didn't have the money, I was having a hard time justifying the deposit. And also, I was kind of like 50-50 on it, but I think I was frankly lucky with the one that I got because I just sloppy.
you said you were having a hard time justifying the deposit because they didn't have the money?
Yeah, well, I think that what you were talking about earlier on this call was about like if you want to work with me in the future, like if you need a couple of weeks, if you want to, you have to put down a deposit. And I never had it framed like that. It was kind of like, well, if you put down a deposit, it shows that you're committed to it. But it wasn't really like there wasn't like a real. I don't know that I was particularly persuaded by the argument for it, which is probably why it wasn't coming across very well.
All right, I'm confused about your question now.
Sorry. So
you're good.
When I ask for the deposit, I have a hard time getting people to commit to giving it, or they commit to give it, and then if I didn't do it on the call with them, the deposit just wouldn't come through.
You have to get it on the call.
You have to?
Yeah.
What if they're like out someplace and they can't, just like pretty much without any real exceptions, you just got to get on the call while they're in that space?
What do you mean, what if they're out?
Well, I mean, what if they're out in a place, it's kind of difficult for them to transfer money. But I mean, I guess that's like a one-off kind of thing. That's not the norm. Yeah, I guess that's just been my problem is I haven't really said, okay, let's do it right now and have them send it over. Because I have noticed that, yeah, if I don't do it then the person's not really sold, like I'll miss that deposit or I'll miss the sale.
Dude, so every once in a while, you guys ready? This is pull up a chair, tea time with Taylor. Tell you a story. Every once in a while, I want to go take calls again. I don't take any calls really anymore. I never really talk to prospects. I just spend my time with Elite and you guys and build marketing and all that stuff. But every once in a while, I'm like, give me the calendar. I'm taking over. Okay. And one of the things that the guys always say is they're shocked by how aggressive I am. Completely shocked. Because my aggression, if I believe that I can help you, is a 12 out of 10. If I don't believe I can help you, then we're just going to chill and I'm going to send you somewhere else and all that stuff. But I am so ruthless about I'm only going to take someone who I feel like I can help if they'll just show up and do the work. And so if you're not asking for people for deposits, then that's not because people don't have the money. It's because you're not asking them for deposits. You aren't aggressive enough. Aggression. Answer me this. Do you feel like aggression is a good thing or a bad thing? Don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what hits your gut.
No, I do think it's a good thing. I think that the problem for me is that I'm somebody who, if you get me on a sales call, if I apply to somebody and, we decide on the call, it's a good thing. And I say, I'm going to send you money. Like I always do it. So I think I'm just maybe a little bit naive that people don't keep their word.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's just an expectation issue because the optimists die first on the island, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
They die first every single time. So the balance is like being able to know if people are telling you horse shit or if they're being real with you. And sometimes they're being real and sometimes they're not. But Yeah, dude, I think, and this goes for 10 as well. And anyone else who's struggling with this, I feel like the problem is not that people don't know how to sell. The problem is you don't believe in your products. Because if someone is in a burning house and if they die in that house, it's on you. You're aggressive AF, dude. Like you are banging down the windows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the reason is because you feel like someone is trapped and you can help them escape. But if you don't believe that about your product, then you aren't going to have that level of aggression. And so when it comes down to it, CK, no doubt about it, I've hired people to go through everyone else's programs, and we're the Rolex of the industry. And dude, you better believe if you get on the phone with me and I think I can help you, I am beating down your proverbial window. Make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
That's the answer. Now, if your product is not good, then you're going to have a tough time doing that. But it sounds like your product's good. It's just you got to have that conviction there.
Yeah, I have to hold people to their growth, basically.
Yeah, let me just show you how it sounds like. Tell me that you don't have your card with you, and let me take you through this, and just avoid me like the plague. Don't give me anything I want, okay?
Okay.
Be the prospect.
That sounds great. I don't have my card on me right now, but yeah, that sounds good.
You don't have your card on you.
No, I'm out. I'm out right now.
Okay. Are you like at a restaurant or what?
At a coffee shop.
Oh. What, are you at Starbucks?
It's more like a local one. But
gotcha. Did you drive there?
No, I walked over.
How far away is your house?
A little less than a mile.
Okay. So do you want to have a follow-up in about 10 minutes?
Well, I mean, I just kind of, I got here for the call. I wanted to finish a little bit of work, sit down, and get some stuff finished up. Be back at the house and later on today.
Like, dude, I'm legit curious. I got to ask you. How'd you pay for your coffee? They owe you favors or what?
I brought some cash with me.
Be real with me, bro. Do you have like PayPal or anything? Like, what's the deal?
I mean, I don't see why it's like a big deal for me to. I don't have it on my phone, and I have PayPal. I don't have it on my phone. I don't see why it's a big deal. I can't just get it tonight.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get to. Patrick, let me ask you a question. How much money do you make per month right now?
$20K.
I make $850K. And when you find someone who does something that you're trying to learn how to do, and they advise you to do it, and you say, well, I just don't understand why I would do that. What do you think that makes me think about your ability to follow like instructions? I'm not being mean right now. I'm actually digging into like, I think we found out why you're stuck.
That's pretty serious stuff.
And dude, if you can't do the deposit right now, that's fine. But I think you should be honest with me, and you should be honest with yourself that it's not because you don't have a way to do it. It's because you don't intellectually understand why it's a big deal. And what happens when you get in and I'm like, hey, you should run the ad to this. And you're like, well, I need to understand it first. That I don't want my reputation on the line for someone who has if you already figured it out, then you can understand all of it. But you're asking to learn how to do something that you've never done before. And the very first thing I advise you to do, you're having issues with it.
Yeah.
So that's what we should talk about. Not whether you have your card or not, but dude, do you have the level of honesty to play with the people who are actually doing the revenue numbers you want to do?
I think I get it. It's like stronger leadership.
100%, dude. And I am just dude, you're stuck in a flaming house. You're about to die. And dude, I'm not going to go to bed tonight without doing my best to save you from that house. And you still may not come out. But if you stay in the house and you die there, my hands are clean because, man, I gave it my best effort. That's what I would do. You might not be able to use the same revenue numbers and whatnot. And some people aren't even, like, that would only work for a business thing, but it's like, it'll work in anything else. Like, your marriage is failing and you don't know why, and you're trying to hire someone who does know why, but before you can even get there, you're not doing my instruction because you don't know why at the beginning. How does this make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Baller. Keep us posted.
Thanks, Taylor. Appreciate it.
You got it.
All right. Up next is Frambo.
Hey, Taylor.
What's up?
Good, man. So my question is I've been on 5 strategy sessions over the past week, and I do lead gen for the real estate market. But I'm faced with common objection. I can get them to 40 minutes of the call, but they always compare me to the bigger lead gen companies like Zillow, or they compare me to people who do pay per performance. They pay you a percentage of their commission. And I always get those 2 objections towards the end. And so I guess my question is how do I handle that?
How many clients have you had?
Clients or calls?
Clients.
For lead gen, just 2 for now.
How much do they pay you?
I mean, before CK, they've been paying me $1K a month. So.
And what's your price now that you're in CK?
It's $4,800 for 90 days.
90 days. And you've only had 5 calls since being in CK?
Yeah, I've only pushed hard with organic the past week.
How long have you been in CK?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay. 5 calls is not enough. We don't have any data from 5 calls. There's no telling, because if you have 6 and 7, they both close. Well, dude, your close rate is really good. So we just don't know. There's not enough. But if you're at the very beginning of charging 48, first of all, you jump from 1,000 to 4,800, which is a pretty good jump. And so you might want to do some type of, if someone's hey, well, what about the other companies who do a percentage of revenue? Be yeah, we can do that. I charge 2,200 up front. If I can't get you a deal in the first 2 months, then I'll refund you.
Oh, okay.
And so if you're confident in that, show your confidence in that. You want to eliminate risk, especially at the beginning of a new offer. You have to eliminate risk for the buyer.
Okay. What about those people who compare me the cheaper lead gen people who do crazy prices?
Yeah. So easy. I mean, Tesla's 150 and a 1984 Honda Accord is $5,000 you can get in cash. So if you want to drive that car, you drive that car all day long. I'm not going to stop you.
Got it. Okay. Okay. So I guess I just need to hop in more calls, keep testing the offer. Okay.
And offer some proof, man. Offers you don't want to work for free, but if you're doing a brand new offer and you believe that you have what it takes and it's something that's tangible, like delivering leads, then write that into the deal.
Okay.
Cool.
So okay, got it.
Go ahead. What'd you have? What was your question?
Yeah. So when they ask for results, do I just tell them we got this for? I mean, I guess my question is, do I tell them about the results during the offer or during the close? Because I follow the sales script, and there's an offer, and then the next part is the close. So do I mention about the results we've been getting on the offer part?
No.
Okay. Just when they ask?
Yep.
Okay, man. I guess that's my question. That's pretty much it.
Cool. Keep us posted.
All right. Thanks.
You got it.
All right. Up last for the call is Andrea.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, great. This works. All right. Do you see my questions or do you want me to ask?
I can't see them, so just tell me what they are.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. So first of all, I spoke to somebody and it was really good. It was a call for whatever offer, and we liked each other. It was good. And then she sent me an email asking me about when she could expect to see revenue, and she wanted the offer, or whatever it is, the timeline, I guess, linked to revenue. So I have ideas how to respond. I mean, I did already respond to her by saying I can't link things to revenue because I have no idea what she's going to be delivering, whatever it is. But I just wanted to know what your thoughts were on that.
Say it again. Say it again in one sentence.
Okay. How do I unlink a offer to revenue?
What's the offer?
So in this particular case, and I'm still working on refining an offer, but in this case, I had given her a price range between $7,000 to $10,000, just because I'm not sure how much. Just also because I'm newer at this, so I wasn't sure how much to price. But I said it's going to be between this to that, depending on what the costs are.
Okay. And what are you doing for them? Like, what's the job of the offer?
Right. So again, this is I'm sort of refining my offer. Like right now, I'm accepting things that I wouldn't necessarily want to do.
You don't have to
Justify
caveat it. No. Yeah, right. You don't have to justify it. You're working through your offer, but what is it that you do?
Okay. Thank you. So, well, for this particular person, she wants me to help create a business for her, really, literally from scratch, and it's going to result in a membership course or
don't do it
online.
Don't do it.
Really?
Is she a friend?
No, but she's a friend's sister. So not really. She's an old acquaintance's sister.
How much would you charge her for the business?
She knows it's going to be between $7,000 to $10,000.
And you're going to have to build the whole thing?
Well, I'm not going to do it myself. That's why I wasn't sure what to charge. I actually also said to her, in the name of transparency, that money is, I'm managing the entire thing, and it's the amount will depend on who I find fit to help do the implementation.
Have you been through an offer call with Andrew?
I started off with an offer call with Andrew, and it was, obviously very enlightening. No, it's not him. It's just that I put together an avatar at the beginning, and I have, I don't know how much you're looking at the group stuff, but I'm struggling with the whole avatar thing. So the offer itself is attached to an avatar, which is not exactly defined itself, So. Okay.
So what is it that you're good at?
I am good at being able to review businesses and be able to see opportunities for growth and opportunities for revenue. Okay. And so I see revenue, and I can strategize with them. I can create a customer roadmap. I'm comfortable with all that. I'm comfortable with doing not very intense deep automation, but doing a whole like landing pages and leads and email sequences and all that stuff too.
How many people have you done that for?
Well, I've been doing this pretty consistently for one client, but like on a major scale. I mean, doing it from like almost nothing to extremely large numbers.
So the one client that you're doing it for, what are her revenue numbers now, or his? We went from for the e-commerce store, we went from maybe $8,000 a month to over $250,000 a year. Maybe actually it was $8,000 a year. I can't remember. We started with like nothing. The email list grew from like 30,000 to 200,000 plus. What else we do? We our Facebook, we're up to 2 million likes, 3.5 million YouTube subscribers. I mean, we've grown from we could just keep growing. Okay. So 30,000 emails to 200,000 emails.
Yeah.
Okay. How long did that take you?
Well, because so many people drop off every year. So, that's taken probably nearly 3 years.
Okay. Gotcha. That's pretty good, actually. That's some significant growth in 3 years for email lists.
Yeah.
Okay. How much are you charging that client?
Well, I was getting $7,500 from them on a retainer consistently. Per month.
You're not anymore?
I am now getting $3,500 a month just doing their email sequencing. They're not just doing their, like landing page email stuff. Pretty much maintaining what exists.
You have one client, right?
Well, that's the one consistent client. Yeah. I have another client also, but it's not consistent yet.
How many total clients have you had?
Have I had?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard because when I was doing this, I became like an employee when I was doing the $7,500 thing, which is why I wanted to work with you guys, because I wanted to shift from employee to,
totally.
Yeah. So that's what happened. So it actually worked out really well for me, shifting to the $3,500, because even though I'm making less money now, there's no cap. And at that point, there was a cap at the $7,500. They just it was like constant delivery. I was in charge of everything. I literally was in charge of their website, everything, their entire digital land, everything. So now I'm focused. Yeah. So okay. I was not able to really branch out at the time as much. But I have a lot of, like, my hands are just in a lot of pockets, and so things come up. I do this, I do that,
Yeah.
But right now I have two, them and somebody else, and these other potential people who I'm reaching out to.
Okay. Gotcha. So you came on here to ask about sales. But if I have your permission, I want to actually fix the actual issue, which is not sales.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Permission. Yeah.
How do you feel so far? Do you feel like you're under the gun?
No, I feel like, I like every time somebody helps me out in the group on the Facebook page or whatever it is, every single time I always feel like, like I like the attention. I mean, because
Sure.
there's always a conclusion, and it keeps directing me closer to where I need to go. So I'm like,
Gotcha.
I'm orgasmic right now. So yeah.
So I love that adjective. Everybody, I want you to just tell Andrea thank you for hopping on a group call and being willing to get vulnerable and talk about this, because the one thing that is going to keep everyone here stuck is their ego. And Andrea, I just congratulate you for being willing to go to the deep places and do whatever it takes. I know you don't need that, but I just want you to know that, and everyone else gets to benefit from that. And that's because you're willing to be selfless and get on here. So here we go.
There we go. Yes.
Let's fix the main issue, which is not your sales.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You need more reps. Your confidence, it's actually pretty amazing that you have the level of confidence you have with 2 clients. That speaks to a pretty strong inner citadel, which means you're going to be a monster here pretty soon. But you need more reps. I don't care if you charge $500. I don't give a damn whether it's $1. Go get more clients. You need them.
Right. Yeah.
You need them. And the secret to everything is getting more clients, pretty much. Okay. So at the beginning, I went out and I worked for really, really cheap, and I got these clients and I got these results, and I was able to then transition and get on calls and say, yeah, I've done this for Kevin, and I've done this for Jacob, and I've done this for Chantel, and I've done this for all these people. And I was able to have massive confidence that then allowed me to raise my prices. And I see people on Facebook who have not said, thank you. You're going to get kicked out first. Ben will find you. Everybody better be following my instructions right now. Anyways, you need more reps. You got to go get more reps. I don't care what you charge this person. I wouldn't do everything for them, but you need to have 10 clients by the middle of March.
Mm-hmm. And so, okay. And when you say charge them whatever it is just to be able to get referrals, do you mean like referrals. To just have more names under my belt?
Yes.
Or more work under my belt? Okay.
Yes, because what that's going to give you is a confidence level there where you don't give a shit about people becoming clients or not. You want to work with the right people. And if they're not willing to pay the price to be a client of yours, you'll just say, well, I'll go get another one. That's what you're missing right now.
Right. Right. Is it evident because I'm willing to do whatever they want me to do for them?
Yeah. You're literally like, I'll babysit your kids. I'll mow the grass. I'll build your whole business. Pay me $7,000. That's just, you can't do that. So, but if you had 7 clients, all of a sudden Andrea's busy. All of a sudden you're out of time. All of a sudden you're like trying to figure out how to get it all done and still have a family. All of a sudden you're like, no, I can't do all of that. And by the way, I'll do this little fraction. I'll do it for $12K. Pay or leave. That's the virgin that we got to kind of bring up to the top.
Okay.
But right now you're willing to do everything for 7,000, which is pennies.
Right.
And I need to make you so busy that your confidence gets to a level where it's like, no, I'm not going to do all that. I'm only going to do this thing that I'm really, really good at. And we don't even know what that is yet. You don't even know what that is yet. Seeing revenue is not really a skill set.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
That's okay.
I'm aware. Yeah, no, I know this has been a problem because like I do wish that I could just do that. Just like sit on my throne and just have, people deliver me or show me their sites and show me their businesses and be able to tell them, yeah, do this and that. And then they fuck off and give me money.
Ask some CKers, what is it that you hate doing right now that you would pay a pretty penny to get someone to offload? Start doing some recon, and then you're going to be able to line that up with what you do best. Still take this other client, but I don't care what you charge them. Just charge whatever you can get right now, and then get as many other clients as you can lined up so that I can we need to put some pressure on your time so that then your prices have to increase. Make sense?
Yeah. One of the things I did on some organic was offer some free reviews and stuff. And I've had people biting. And so
free is bad.
I know free is, right. It's just, I mean, like this, there's so many these sites where so many people are just like pushing themselves. It's like it's becoming, the noise is like overwhelming. So yeah.
Here's a better way to do that. Hey, these reviews are $500. I've bought 8 of them, and I'm giving 8 of them away with the understanding that I've already bought this for you. You don't have to pay me anything. But if we get on and I show you tremendous value and you see how I can get you to a XYZ, then we'll have a conversation about what it would look like to be a client. That's okay.
What does it mean? I bought 8. I didn't understand. I bought 8 of them.
You know, they're $500, and you have purchased 8 of these reviews to give away.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. Okay.
Way better than free.
Right. Yeah, I know, because some people, when I message them, they're like, okay, well, what's, they write their bullshit meter is going up when somebody's offering to do them something. Like, all right, what's the catch, Okay. So thank you.
You got it.
Can I ask the sales question?
Yeah, you can.
Well, I did want to know how to unlink something to revenue, because that is, I just think that is a good question. People will ask that.
What do you mean they'll ask that?
They ask, like, I mean, like somebody on the call had here too, like, okay, how many leads can I expect to get? Meaning people ask what are the expectations?
Okay. So here's how I would answer that. If you're driving from here to California, how many tanks of gas are you going to need?
I did that. Well, actually not from here, but yeah, I don't know. Countless.
Countless? No, you can count them.
You can count them, right? Yeah, I don't know. 600.
600 tanks of gas or gallons of gas.
6,000.
6,000 gallons of gas.
6 million? I don't know. I'm across the ocean. You can't drive.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway.
All right. So here to there, how many tanks of gas is it going to take you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You're going somewhere. I'm sorry. I'm not getting it.
No, you're fumbling exactly how you're supposed to be fumbling, because how can you know how many tanks of gas it's going to take?
Yes, exactly.
You don't know where the destination is, and you don't know what car it is, and you don't know where the source point is. How are you going to know that?
That's true.
That's the exact same as you asking me how many leads can I expect. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be between 1,000 and 400,000, but that all depends on whether you do it by yourself or whether you do it with me. How good the offer is. You don't need to be answering questions like that.
Right. What I did say is, I said, you'll walk away with something. It's yours. It's not mine anymore. Like, I mean, I'm giving, it's yours to do what you want.
It doesn't matter because you've only had 2 clients. It doesn't matter because that's not a real objection. Right. It's like having 5 calls. Like, that's not a problem yet. We don't need to solve that problem. So don't solve that problem yet, because it's not really a problem yet.
Right. And so one last question, if it's okay, is one of the things that this point, it's this person asked, but in general, it could be something I would consider, is that she wants to know about just paying and possibly paying for the roadmap part of it as opposed to the rest of it. And so, and I had actually put the question in the group, and Andrew had written back, like, I should charge $2,000 for that. And my question was, if I charged for just that first part, and then if we wanted to work together after that, I know people say then you take that and apply it to the rest, say that you could take the 2,000 and then apply it to the rest. I was actually thinking, well, $2,000, but 1,500 would apply, because I'm working harder to do that. I'm working really hard to position the entire business. Until you get out of your own head, you're just screwed. It just doesn't matter. Right.
It just doesn't matter, because you'll talk yourself all over the map and then change your mind. So,
right.
$5,000, $1,000, $1.50. I don't care, but you need more clients.
Right. Okay. Would you like to get more clients?
Try 2K. Sure.
Okay.
I mean, this is the problem, because it would be awesome to just be like, oh, well, here's a formula, 2K. But it doesn't matter at all, because it's just one person. Go out and find more. That's what you need.
Right. Okay. I will.
Keep us posted.
All right. Thanks, Taylor.
You got it.
All right, guys, you've heard it here. You guys need to take all of this gold that Taylor has so generously given us today and go implement. And we really appreciate you being on the call today.